Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you here today, and we've spent a lot of time in Old Louisville lately. We had a great bike ride here on Friday out of Central Park, which was a family fun freedom ride, and then Shakespeare in the Park had a tremendous event on Saturday night. Yeah, it's wonderful to see it. Probably 1,200 people or so in attendance, so just great to see Shakespeare in the Park growing every year. So wonderful job to that. This project has been a long time coming. Councilman James would certainly attest to that, and your diligence and leadership was extremely important to make this happen. For decades, leaders in Old Louisville have worked to create conditions that would spur economic vitality around 4th and Oak. We've all known this is one of the central intersections here of our city, so it's important that we put in the type of streetscape environment that's going to further economic growth. Councilman James convened a task force in 2011. Many of you all were involved with that, and we're about to take an important step in the direction of the task force. The improvements coming this summer are going to be new sidewalks and curbs, brick pavers, tree wells that are going to divert stormwater from the sewer system. They're going to create a more attractive environment that certainly we hope is going to pull businesses into this. And this is about a $500,000 project. It's $450,000. Most of the funding came from Community Development Block Grant, along with paving money from the state. So that's a good-sized project. The real work, after today's ceremonial start, will begin early next month and be completed in mid-October, when it's a beautiful fall season here, in time hopefully for the St. James Art Fair. We know, and people tell us as they visit the city, that Old Louisville is one of the cities and one of the country's greatest treasures. We have more Victorian homes in this area of the country than any other place. So I've always called it a beautiful outdoor art museum here, right in our own city. Old Louisville is also part of a bigger picture that's taken place along the 4th Street corridor and in this part of town that we call Sobro, south of Broadway. Super important connection area here between University of Louisville, Speed Museum, Churchill Downs to the south, certainly our central business district, and the government center to the north. So these areas of connectivity like this are natural areas of commerce. We want to make them as attractive as we possibly can. We think that this street work and the streetscape going on here is going to give an identity of its own right here to Oak and Broadway to help in the further branding and development of the area. A lot of great partners in this area as well, between Spalding University and JCTC are amongst just a few of the partners that we have in this area. We've also been working on the 4th Street corridor plan along with our partners from the Urban Land Institute, and that plan takes a comprehensive look at 4th Street from the river all the way out to Churchill Downs, so this is an important part of that. So what I hope you're hearing is a lot of effort being placed on the 4th Street corridor, Old Louisville, Sobro, as we continue this part of the city evolving. There's more and more people that are moving close into our urban centers and our central business district. That's happening all over the country right now. This part of our city is prime for development and redevelopment, and this step today is a super critical element in all that. So I really applaud Councilman James for his vision, and then rolling his sleeves up to create the task force and get this job done and jumpstart all these connections. Councilman James, great job.